Hello everyone, I am Syed Asrar, and in this video recording I want to talk about two mindsets which I truly believe exist. So one is the competitive mindset and other is the comparative mindset. So I'm calling it broadly competitive mindset and comparative mindset because these are just not the perspective. This changes every single perspective that we can think of. And that's why I feel it is highly important for us to choose the right mindset. So, mindset definitely is something that is developed over a long period of time. The more actions you have taken based on a set of, ideas that you have got, a set of pathways that you have got, the more likelihood that you are going to follow the same path and lean into same path and perspectives when you make a decision. Number one is when you have a comparative mindset, you look at excuses and not at the opportunities. So you are blankly thinking about what are the excuses that will hold you back. What is one more reason that that will help you to stop yourself? So we are always into that crunch of, let me just have one more excuse. You will of course have a hell lot of excuses when it comes to a comparative mindset. Whereas when you will have a competitive mindset, when you will not actually compare but look at the competitive spirit and your competitive advantage that you have uniquely got, that differentiates you from every single person, then you will look at that and that will open more and more opportunities. So that's point number one. When you have a comparative mindset, you look at excuses. You have one more excuse of why you should not do things, and that adds up to one more excuse. And now you are in a whole different world where you're defying or where you're expecting that the reality that there is always going to be someone better than you, there is always going to be someone who is worse than you. Competitive mindset is all about the decisions that you take and looking at what differentiates you and where you can excel, where you are better. So that's point number one. Number two is you have already given up and weakened your confidence. Your confidence is weak. You have already given up. You have said that, yeah, of course, this guy has got that, so I will not be selected for interview when it comes to interviews. Or this girl has got, good schooling setup and, is more financially sound and a number of things. You're looking at what they have got, and you're not looking at what you have actually got. So that's where your confidence is already weakened. Before getting into the battle, you have already put down your weapons. You have just laid down your weapons and you are not ready to fight. And once you even fight and once you face the defeat, even then you're looking at, it was a known thing, because you already thought you were incompetitive, because you were comparing, you were looking at the goods that the other person has got or the other party has got, and you haven't looked at what you are actually good at. That basically, before even pursuing any endeavors, you have basically given up, which makes you a loser who decides on perspective and not on the actions and results. You're saying these are the reasons why I can't pursue, and you don't even enter the fields that you could potentially win. So that is where we need to stress the importance of being competitive and not comparative. So that's number two. Number three, competitive mindset is growth driven. Competitive mindset is always looking at the unexplored territories where you can better yourself. One more thing, if I have to tell, competitive mindset is growth driven because it is working on your strengths. The confidence that comes up with you, comes to you, or confidence that you have got is coming from a good place. It is coming from your strengths and not from your weaknesses. So therein is the point where you are not, you know, being, you know, so done with your weaknesses, but rather you're like, yeah man, let me just try, because these are the strengths that I have got. So you're playing based on your strengths and not on your weaknesses. You're not, you know, tumbling around and grieving and, you know, well, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that. You're just going based on your strengths. That's where it is growth driven. Because once you pursue something based on your strengths, I strongly believe that you are basically saying this is what I'm good at, and that is going to let you to explore more and more opportunities, and you will get a solid and concrete proof of whether your strengths are valid. It will get self-declared and self-validated for someone who wants to endeavor in the future. And point number 4 is comparative mindset is fear-based and competitive mindset is hope-oriented. So comparative mindset is completely fear-centered. You know, you are saying that you can't pursue certain things. The race completely becomes within yourself. You know, you are going to target what are your strengths and you're going to explore it. So that makes you pretty good. So what I mean by fear-based mindset when it comes to comparative mindset is because you are afraid of something rather than having hope in yourself. So the opposite of fear for me is hope. You know, it is not boldness or strength. For me, it is hope. You know, and that makes all the difference. So you are looking at what are the possibilities that you can explore, and you're going towards that when it comes to the competitive mindset. And the last point that I want to sum up, because I am recording after a really long time and this is my setup, this is my first recording in this setup. I'm not that much of comfortable, but definitely I am to some extent. So the 5th point that I want to talk about is comparative mindset is of losers and competitive mindset is of go-getters. You know, is for go-getters. Whoever wants to just get out there and go out there and get it, it is for them. Whereas comparative mindset is for losers, because they always keep comparing to others, and that makes them, you know, crunched in a specific place. This is a topic that has matured a lot and marinated in my mind, and you know, I have been postponing this topic from a really long time, but I felt that I had to get this thing out. I had to put it in a documented format. I will probably be uploading in YouTube. For YouTube viewers, hello YouTube viewers, thank you for tuning in. So basically, why I don't call this as perspective, you know, why I don't call as comparative perspective and comparative perspective. For me, perspective is you know, first of all, perspective is time bound, it is to change, whereas mindset is something that is permanent and that is established over a long period of time. I'm not saying mindset can't be changed. Definitely 80% of your mindset is dependent on your upbringing and a lot of things. We have got research on that. Specific ages too we have got, like till your age 5 to 7, 80% of your mindset is already developed. Everything that you're going to do is highly dependent on what you have learnt there, learnt memory. And then till 23 we are saying that 20% is going to be developed. So a lot is there, but for me it's more about you know, perspectives arising from this mindset. It's just having a different perspective where and that is only possible when you look things from a competitive way and not a comparative way, because someone is going to be there who has got better than you, and someone is always going to be there who has got worse than you, you know. And your problem should not be the count of, you know, what you're good at, you know, in which the other person is not. That is a good way to approach, but for me it's more competitive. how much trust you have got, and how much of what you can give to the world, others. And I think that makes a lot of sense. So this is it. This is the end of the video, and I hope you will have a good day. And if you're not having a good day, I'm really sorry about that, but that's not going to help you. Saying sorry is not going to help you make your day better. Do something out there, face it. If you had a good day and you deserve to have a bad day, why not? Anyway, that is it. This is the end of the video, and thank you for tuning in, and take care. How do I even end my videos? I don't know. It could be something like, thank you for checking out the video, and hopefully that helps you navigate something in your life. That's it. Thank you. Take care.